Here's why Martin Odegaard can have a big effect on Arsenal's performances. I'll be analysing his strengths, goals and assists from last season and how he fits into Arsenal's first team. Now at 22 years of age, Odegaard has been on loan to many clubs and been developing as a player, with his most recent loan spell coming at Real Sociedad. In 2019-20 with them, he was able to score 4 goals and get 6 assists in La Liga. Also 3 goals and 3 assists in the Copa del Rey, with 1 goal coming against Real Madrid in a 4-3 win. In the season before that, he proved to people what he can do in the Eredivisie, the Dutch league. At just 20 years of age, he scored 8 goals and assisted 11 times. In that league, we've seen many players do well and then struggle elsewhere, but in the right team, Odegaard has shown he can be effective. Not exactly with Real Madrid, however, not scoring or assisting at all for them so far. So let's look deeper into his successful loan spell at Real Sociedad last season. They set up in a 4-1-4-1 with Martin Odegaard playing as part of the attacking midfield pairing. He'd be on the right of the pairing and would stretch the game by moving out wide onto the right of the pitch. A good game to look at would be Deportivo Alaves in September 2019. This was a 3-0 win where Odegaard managed to get an assist for the first goal, and the way in which he got it showed how his ability on the ball can lead to a goal-scoring chance. He came forward, finding space to collect the ball, giving the defender a positive option to make a forward pass. Odegaard took one touch, letting the midfielder press him, and as he did, Odegaard took him on by tapping the ball through his legs. That gave himself time on the ball to make the right pass, and played a beautifully weighted pass into the penalty area, which Oyarzabal could finish. The pass here was really good, going straight through the midfield and defence, taking them out the game. And all of this came from finding space and then taking on a player with a clever flick, showing his quick decision making and ability to move into space where he can be effective. This game in general, he was a dominant creative force for Real Sociedad, playing 10 key passes with 2 big chances created, as well as being involved in every goal that was scored that game. Also, in the same month, he was able to score against Atletico Madrid in a 2-0 home win. This goal showed how he can be effective at attacking midfield by picking up spaces where he can look to shoot. On the counter-attack, Odegaard found space in between the midfield and defence. The pass came from Marino, so Odegaard took one touch, moved to the left with close ball control, now in a small area, getting onto his preferred left foot to strike the ball, and getting a little lucky with the deflection, but it put them 1-0 in front. This goal is an example of him using his pace on the counter, getting into a position where he can have time on the ball just in front of the defensive line, use his dribbling ability to move into the box and then get a shot on goal. Before revealing some impressive stats, if you could please like the video, it'd be greatly appreciated as it really helps the videos in getting found. Looking at statistics from the whole season then, we can see how Odegaard was a quality creative asset in the midfield. With an average of 4.1 shot creating actions per 90, that ranks him 7th highest in La Liga. 15 of them shot creating actions being in the build up to a goal, it ranks him 9th most for goal creating actions, proving that he was an effective player for Real Sociedad. Even if he didn't directly get the assist, he was involved in the build up to the goal. No doubt about it, it's Odegaard's passing that is the biggest strength to his game. Ruthless passing that will help Arsenal get the ball closer to the goal, dangerous passes that will test the opposition defence. For example, his progressive passes per 90 averages at 7.2. This shows how when he gets the ball to his feet, he's always looking to play forward and be the player to create a chance, or play a pass that can lead to a chance being created. This was actually the 5th most in La Liga last season, ranking around players such as Marcelo, Banega, Navas and Busquets, and also just above Arsenal's summer signing, Thomas Partey. A statistic that's even more impressive and shows how his passing threatens the opposition is how many passes he played which entered the penalty area. He ranks 3rd most in the league for that with 73. Only Messi and Jesus Navas are above him. Not only are his passes going into advanced positions by progressing higher up the pitch, but a lot of the time they're going into the penalty area, which can of course lead to many more shots for the team. And this is really where many of his shot creating actions did come from, open play passes into the forwards, into areas where they can have a higher chance of scoring a goal. So how will Martin Odegaard fit into the team at Arsenal? There's many ways that Arsenal can look to fit him in the team, firstly with the 4-2-3-1, which has been used in the last 5 league games and found some form. Now you really have to find a way of keeping Saka and Smith Rowe in the team, because they've been a huge influence on Arsenal's recent improvement. So if they were to use this formation, you could be looking at Bukayo Saka moving from the right to the left, Smith Rowe remaining in the middle with Odegaard fitting on the right side. Alternatively, you could also look towards a 4-2-2-2, using Smith Rowe and Odegaard as the attacking midfielders, and in this position they can look to sit a little narrower and the fullbacks push up and hold the width. Aubameyang can take up the position on the left, which he's regularly done under Mikel Arteta, and also probably most importantly for the team, this keeps some midfield 2 in place where they've been able to find some success defensively. For a setup a bit more attacking, you could use the 4-3-3 with Granit Xhaka behind Smith Rowe and Saka, who is capable of defending better than Odegaard, so that's why he's in the central position with Odegaard out wide, although the right attacking midfield role in this formation would be perfect for Odegaard. It would replicate where he was playing for Real Sociedad. He's still comfortable as the right winger though. As said, when he's playing that right attacking midfield role, he roams into these areas anyway. He'll be able to cut inside onto his left foot and play passes like shown earlier out wide for Saka, or passes that cut through the defence for Lacazette to finish. He can of course hold width on the right, bringing the fullback onto him so he can try and take him on and move into the space behind him, leading to a potential goal scoring chance. I think what we find here is a difficult situation with finding the right balance in attack and defence, wanting to start the players who have been making you play better. But all in one team when Odegaard arrives is going to be difficult, but that is a brilliant situation for Mikel Arteta to be in. Odegaard gives Arteta creative depth and flexibility because of where these players can start in the team. I think Arteta will attempt to keep the defensive structure over anything, so you'd imagine the 2 holding midfielders will stay in the team somehow, meaning the 4-2-3-1 sticks or the 4-2-2-2 can be used to keep the consistency in defensive structure, but also allows you to cater towards the favoured position of Martin Odegaard. If you enjoyed this analysis, you should definitely watch my analysis on Morgan Sanson, another midfielder potentially about to start lighting it up in the Premier League. I recommend that you don't miss out on future videos. Subscribe to Route 1 and like the video if you did enjoy.